I'm always happy when Jeff Allen visits our show. You know him from his many TV appearances, including 3 hit dry-bar comedy specials. He's a frequent guest on my trips to Israel. He'll be joining me on our Steps of Paul cruise in the Mediterranean this fall. He's currently on tour all over America on his Are We There Yet tour, and it's based on his new book called, what else? Are We There Yet? He made it here. I want you to give a big welcome to my friend Jeff Allen.
All right. Yeah, over the summer, my wife and I celebrated our 37th wedding anniversary. Thank you. And I have figured out after 37 years, every conversation we have now turns into a game of charades. It's a constant guessing game anymore. We can't remember anything. We'll be driving along and she'll say something like, I saw that guy you worked with in New York on TV the other day. I go, which guy? She'll go, you know that guy. No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you. The guy. You worked with him in New York. Was that city? No. Buffalo? No. Rochester? No. Syracuse? No. Well, those are the only places I work in New York. Well, maybe it wasn't New York, Jeff. I don't know. I said, what do he look like? She said, a white guy. Well, that narrows it down. Was he tall, short? She goes, well, about your height. 6 foot, 6'1"? No, he wasn't that tall. Then he's not my height. This goes on for like 5 more minutes, and then eventually we just both drift off. There's no conclusion, no ending. I don't even know. We were at the swimming pool last week. She says, I got some shrimp for dinner tonight. Great. And she says, I got that sauce. What sauce? The red stuff with the horseradish. And then we start all over again. Neither one of us can remember the name of the sauce. 20 minutes later, she yells across the pool, cocktail sauce. You win. We lost our minds. I'm blaming it all on COVID. That's all. Blaming everything on COVID. She got mad at me during COVID because I was golfing 5 days a week. She says, you're going to bring the COVID home like it's a human being. I said, I'm outside, I'm golfing. She goes, what precautions are you taking? I said, for golf? I don't know, we quit kissing after birdies. Does that work for you? Besides, we play woke golf. Woke golf is where you hit your tee shot, then you pick the ball up and place it where you feel it should be. So, yeah. And like everything in the woke world, there's not one root in reality. So I've had 41 hole-in-ones. So, yeah. I don't get the woke world. Tammy follows politics more than I do. I was watching, she calls me into the kitchen the other day to watch some video of Mitch McConnell. And I'm making a sandwich, and Mitch is talking. All of a sudden, he's not talking. And I look at her and go, is it buffering? She goes, no, he's just staring at the camera. I walk over and go, holy cow, retire. I think it's time to go. Are you kidding me? These guys are falling down. We got politicians just falling down. Biden's falling down. McConnell's falling down. This is what happens when you get your spine made in China. Whoa! Whoa! Did I say that? Did I say that? Oh! It's a joke. Don't email me. I get emails from, I got a woman, I did that joke in South Carolina, and the woman was so upset with me. She sends me a 1.5-page email. Starts out, you got to quit picking on our president. He's just trying to save the free world. Made me laugh too, so, you know. Again, I'm a casual observer of the culture, but you know, if you want to save the free world, I don't know, you could start by not leaving 86 billion in military hardware in the hands of a 12th century worldview, you know. Isn't that parenting 101? Parenting 101, hey, before you leave the house, pick up your toys. So I wrote her back a short little reply. I said, I see you're upset. I don't want to upset you. I have one question for you. You don't even have to reply to me. Just answer this question honestly for yourself. If you owned a Starbucks, would you let Joe Biden run your register? You'd let him greet at the door. He's an affable guy, right? You'd let him greet your customers because he's a great storyteller, right? He would regale them with stories how years ago he, Joe Biden, was raised in the Colombian forest by Juan Valdez himself. And he picked those beans they're roasting right now for your cup of coffee. You'd be so impressed. You'd say, thanks, Joe. Yeah, I just had a cup of Joe with Joe. How do I tip you, Joe? Well, you can tip me at Venmo, 10% for the big guy, you know? And if you're, and if you really want to help me out, you can run it through my son Hunter's account. So, I got one more. I got to tell you this before I go. It's about 3 weeks ago. Tammy, at 3 in the morning, Tammy wakes me up. She's going, Jeff Jenna. And I'm waking up going, what about him? She says, that's the guy you worked with in New York. I couldn't remember his name. You guys have been great, thank you.
Hey, for somebody that says he doesn't observe much of the culture, you nailed it totally tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, this new book, I love the title, Are We There Yet?
Yes.
That title, we've all heard that expression, but for you, it's deeper than that.
It's a lot deeper. It's a job. When I got into recovery, and you begin a journey of recovery, and it's like you're a child. You're just in the back seat of a car, and you don't know who's driving the vehicle.
Yeah.
You have no clue, and you just it's almost like your parents leave you at the rest area and leave you the keys to the car, and they take off, and you got to figure out where you're going to go.
It's a powerful story, Jeff, and I've known you a long time, but there are a lot of things I didn't know about your struggles and how God has taken you through some tough times. And it's really a miracle story and an encouraging story.
God did it. I always say everything I did was self-inflicted. I was stone cold sober when all of this. I tell the audiences, if you can get through the first 6 chapters without killing yourself, it's an uplifting tale. You know,
But you have the story of how you came through it.
Right.
And that's what's powerful about it. It's a phenomenal story. Everybody knows you was a funny guy. They don't realize a lot of hurt deep down in there that had to get worked on.
Well, we did. And Tammy, when I gave her the last draft, I said, you need to go through this and be okay with my version of what we went through, because this covers the first 7 or 8 years of our marriage. And she read the first 2 chapters and put it down and said, I can't read anymore. We were just horrible people. And I said, that's the beauty of the story, is if they stick to the end of the story. Paul said, when you are in Christ, you are a new creation. The old is gone and the new is here. We're not those people. Yeah. So we can sit 30 years later, write about them and look at them and go, holy cow. You know, and then it's nice to see what God has brought you through, you know, and from a bird's eye view of going.
It is a beautiful, beautiful story, and I hope that you'll get a copy. Jeff has upcoming tour dates all over the country from Fort Wayne to Honolulu. So surely, somewhere along the way, you can support him on the road and go see him. Also, you can pre-order this new book, Are We There Yet? Go to Huckabee.tv. We will connect you how to get the book. I don't know how busy you are, but since you're clearly slacking off watching YouTube videos, you probably got the time to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and the like button. That way you get updates on new videos.